Welcome, welcome. welcome. It's Chronic Conversation. It's your boy, Frank Gotti.
It's your boy Beans Coleon. What is?
What it is, man. Let me introduce the butt of the day as we do on every episode of Chronic Conversation. Today, we're going to be smoking on some of that 303 Kush.
For sure, for sure. You gotta give me the THC levels, you know.
Well, shit, this one right here, man, this one's actually hitting at 20%. But I think that, they're off a little bit on their percentages here and there. But this one's actually off on the better side because, man, every time I smoke this shit, it gets me so high. So I'm going to say I've been smoking weed for so long that I can.
That's what I was just about to say, nigga. So your lungs is no better than the computers.
Right.
Shout
So,
out to you guys.
I think it's about 25, and so let me just say a little bit about something about that bud, man. It's an indica dominant. It's Colorado bred. It's a mix between 98 Bubba Kush, which is a real good one, a pre 98 Bubba Kush, and Chem Dog, which is also a good one. So it's real strong, and it's described as to be social and creative, which is what we like to have on Chronic Conversation.
Right
And
on, right on. We got a special guest. You gotta tell the people we got in the building today.
we do have a special guest, kicking it. The summer season's coming right around the corner, and I had a homie over here that knows a little bit about fitness. Tell him what's up, Donnie.
Yo, what up? So I'm actually a personal trainer, and I've been studying. And certification I got is actually NASM. That's National Association of Sports Medicine, or National Academy of Sports Medicine.
You gotta speak in
Right.
the microphone.
So that's what you do. Let's talk about you, Donnie. Cause I mean, shit. I was just gonna introduce you and say, hey, this is Donnie, and just kind of tell him how we met and how I know you.
Oh yeah. I remember how we met. It was when last year I came over here and you about to do that boxing match.
Yeah,
Oh
that
shit.
that was like a couple years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago, man. I don't know if maybe it was last year.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 years ago, bro. I'm pretty sure it's already been
God,
like two
damn, it's been
years.
that long.
Yeah, 'cause I remember you had that. You was over there. You had that Honda, and we was real big into the Honda scene back then, man. Me and a couple of the homies, we all had Hondas, and a couple of us still do. But yeah, I kind of got out of that lifestyle and shit. I went to get into the USA cars, domestic. So fucking got a Pontiac. But anyway, so I seen you was over there working on that Honda over there at Peter's dad's house in the driveway.
Yeah.
You was trying to get one working or something, and then that's where I met you over there. And yeah, and cars, man, cars bring a lot of motherfuckers together,
Hell yeah.
Shout out to y'all car lovers out
huh?
there. So yeah, I got a question for you, man. How long have you been doing the personal training?
Personal training. I've been doing it for, let me see, since like 2012. I was training a couple of my boys, and I was training too. I was still learning back then, and I wish I could help them with the knowledge they got today. But even with the knowledge that I had back then, I was able to get 30 pounds off of each of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And
so, I mean, in personal training, I mean, what to you makes a personal trainer?
to me, a personal trainer, to be a good personal trainer, you actually have to genuinely care about the people you're working with. Everybody has their own goals, their own bodies, and not everybody is going to benefit from a specific type of training versus, one that's suited for them. That's why I like to, try to just work with each person and help you with your goals, not with my goals.
Right. So just it's like a training. Well, not one size fits all in training because like we was talking a little bit earlier before we started the show. We had to get our minds right, and so we was talking about that. Not one size fits all. You could do the same training, and then me copy you exactly what you're doing, and we won't get the same results. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
everybody's different.
Well, yeah, everybody's different, but see, the thing about that is there's also, you got to break it down a little bit further too, because with training, there's actually multiple phases of training. Like, you can't just train for strength all the time because your body's just going to get used to it. You can't train for speed all the time, your body's just going to get used to it. So you got to go through certain steps.
Is that muscle confusion shit that I heard about?
Muscle confusion is not, I mean, I guess that's the term you could use for it, but really, what they call it with the with NASM is called the OPT model, optimum performance training model, and basically there's 5 stages. The first stage is stabilization endurance, and that's basically you're trying to get your body to work the way you want it to. Like you're getting it ready for it. Like you'll be building up your core and your balance and everything in that stage. And then you go to there's 3 tiers, but there's 5 phases. And in the second tier, there is dang, it's kind of that we got my heart beating.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
shout
that's
out
it,
to
man.
that.
That shit is real
What did we
good,
call that
bro.
today?
Hey,
What is that?
303
Ba-
Kush. It's that
303.
303 Kush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's some good shit right there.
It is, bro. And they said it was 20%, and I can't believe it, dog, because that shit is. I
You
mean,
was right. You was right.
I'm telling you, man, it doesn't hit like a 20. It's hitting more like a 25 or even higher, dog.
Shout
Man, we,
out to that. Since we brought it up, weed smoking. How do you feel about it? I mean, as somebody that's definitely into their body, into working out, do you feel like it's a bad thing or it's okay? Cause I mean,
See, the
I don't
thing,
know.
like, I guess it would depend for some people. Like, there's people that, like, I get amazed whenever I smoke with somebody and they just get so stoned where they don't know how to act.
Right.
You know,
Right. Right.
they just,
It's almost like fake. Like how are you that? How you that
yeah, like,
stupid on
if
high right
if
now?
if somebody was affected like that by the weed, I don't think it would be good for them. But for me personally, when people think that when you're trying to lose weight, it's not they want to stop eating, they want to cut out what they eat, but really it's eating for what you want because I can eat all day in all the phases of and like if you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, you have to eat all day. You have to eat multiple meals a day. You got to tell your body when to store fat and when to burn it.
so do you count the calories as you're going? I mean, how do you, or do you just intake more food, or does that have to be you? I'm sure it has to be specific types of food.
Yeah, it has to be specific, but it's not really strict because what I do is I do flexible dieting. I don't do like low carb, high carb shit, but there's sometimes like you would do carb cycling, and like it just depends on your goals. Like if you want to cut weight, you want to do carb cycling. What it is you train on the days you train, you get more carbs for those days, and then the days you're not training, you cut down your carbs.
So what in the fuck does that have to do with the weed question?
Oh,
No, no, no.
I'm
It's
sorry.
'cause it's
Yeah,
like
it's because he was talking about.
it's about food. Is what it is. Because the weed question is it actually helps you eat more. Because
Right.
there's a lot of people I talk to that they don't smoke weed,
Uh-huh.
and they'll say they'll have to feed themselves over a fucking sink because they're gonna throw up because they're trying to put in so much food to gain weight. Like say, like I'd imagine you guys have trouble gaining weight, right?
Yeah, I
So
do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure do.
so basically, for somebody that doesn't eat 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day, it would kind of help you a little more just because when you're high, you kind of don't know when you're full. So you just sitting there eating all day. And not only
What?
that, one thing that helps me too is like when I'm going in for my maxes, trying to, see how high I could lift. Fucking, I cuss too goddamn much. But,
Nah,
No,
this
you
is
what?
this is a motherfucking internet, man. We're an R-rated show, man. You guys cannot have your kids listening to this shit. But y'all go ahead and spread the knowledge that you get from it. But hey, and go ahead and continue, Donnie. Continue
Cussing.
cuss your ass
oh
off.
shit, hold on. Wait, what was I just talking about?
Hey,
What were we
this
talking about?
nigga.
Ain't that
This
that?
nigga
That's
hot.
that. Shout out to the 303. Every time we forget what we're talking about, we're just gonna shout out the weed.
Well, listen here.
303.
Listen here, man.
Yeah.
I want to take a second to shout out to the town because, I mean, honestly, uh, it surprised me how many people in the town is actually on their fitness shit out here, man. I see everybody doing their thing, man. Groups of people, man. Salute to everybody that's working on their bodies, man. Because, hey, that's the key to long living. So, hey, keep doing you. Keep taking care of your body. Keep helping others and motivating, man. That's real shit. Shout out to Liberal one time for getting their bodies right. You hear
Yeah,
me?
everybody. I see a lot of people around here, into the fitness, and I'm into fitness too.
That's the new club, baby.
I'm
Go
into
to the
fitness.
gym, boy.
Let me tell
Okay.
you, I'm into fitness.
Yeah.
Sandwich in my mouth. You know what I mean? Because I can
He
eat
said
everything.
fitness.
Because I do a little bit. I kind of stopped working out. I usually do a at home workout. I do push-ups. I do 3 sets of 10 different types of push-ups. I would get into them, but I don't even know what they're called or whatever. But they're the ones that work out my shit the best, and then do a little couple pull ups, 10, here and there. But that's all I do. But I didn't do that when my son was born. I kind of stopped working out, man. I kind of just was taking care of the baby, man. I didn't really even cross my mind to start working out. So to me, like, there's a lot of people like that, that they have shit happen in their life where they just kind of stop going to the gym and stop working out,
Yeah.
and then they get kind of hesitant to jump back into the gym because they're out of shape. You know what I mean? Like, cause I did like the first time I was doing those push-ups, shit, I was sore as fuck, and I didn't even do my 3 sets of 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, man, I know what you mean because when I had stopped going to the gym for like 2 years after I broke my elbow, man, like the first time I went to the gym, I went down from 210 to 165. And that was just working out every fucking day just because I had to. I didn't want to be that fat ass person that couldn't play with my son outside, you
Yeah.
know. And like, I mean, I don't want to offend anybody by saying that, but you gotta motivate yourself. Nobody's gonna be able to do it for you. Cause I could put in 100% with you, but if you only put in 50%, then you're just wasting both of our times.
Well, some people just ain't built that way to be running around with their kids. But I mean,
Yeah.
to each his own. But yeah, if you aspire to do that with your kids, then yeah, dude, set your goals and go ahead and do. And like the homie Donnie's
Yeah.
saying, and
It
fucking
ain't even all just about. Shout out to the kids, but it ain't all just about that. People
running
want to
around.
look good, man.
Oh
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know, you
yeah,
want to look
definitely.
good.
Who
I mean,
shit? You wanna take your shirt off at the swimming pool
you
with your
you know,
kids, when they're swimming, and you wanna,
you want them
shit.
bad ones to like you too. So,
Yeah, I
hey,
mean,
man, get out there. You know, it is time, man, to do something. But what's your original weight? You said you was 210 to
Oh yeah, I
165.
went
I
from
mean,
210 to
so
165,
what? I mean,
and then
what's
no,
normal to
what's
you?
your normal weight?
well, no, this is before, but I had a phase where when I broke my elbow 2 years later, I got up to 220. When the scale hit 220, I was like, I can't do this no
Cause
more.
you not. I mean, you're not very tall. So I'm saying like going from 220 to 165. Did you look like a fiend? I mean, or was that looked it normal too? Like
I was it.
which one doesn't look normal?
I
220.
see. The 165 was not a good weight for me because I was born with a big head. I was one. Like
Yeah,
that's just it's not a curse. I like it because I have a bigger brain in there, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just playing. But
Yeah.
but fucking
there's more
it was
space.
yeah.
There's definitely more space in
I
there.
was way too skinny at that time. I think my ideal weight would probably be like 180 with like 15% body fat.
All right, all right.
That'd be good for me, you know.
Hey,
'Cause
hey.
Yeah.
So what nationality are you?
oh, I'm Laotian. My parents from
I.
Laos.
All right, look. I've never seen anyone Oriental, Laos, Asian, or all that. Their eyes got even more chinkier.
Oh
Hey,
no, shit!
hey,
I
This
kick it
nigga
with the
shit is
I,
almost close.
I kick it with the chinos, and every time we
Yeah.
be blazing up, man. You can't even tell if they're sleeping or
Dang,
not,
that
man.
nigga
Yeah.
shit is
Hey,
Shit.
but I can
close.
see you. I can see you just fine.
That's a
It look close, but I
that's a
can see you.
defense mechanism to block the light in. You know what I mean? Just,
Yeah, we don't need shades.
yeah, that's exactly
Straight up.
right on.
Yeah, but hey, I remember what I was talking about now about the weed affecting the
Okay,
workout.
yeah. Let's go back
Yeah,
to
but,
the weed.
But the weed affecting the workout. Also, the secondary thing that I use it for is it helps me lift heavier. Like when you high, you're not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I can't lift this." Be
All
like,
right, let me see that
"I'm too
lighter.
lazy to." You say, "I'm too lazy to put these weights down and go get me some lighter weights to push them. So I'm just gonna push these weights right here." Like that's
That
So-
sound more like a mental thing.
Yeah,
You just,
Yeah.
you're telling me, that so you think smoking
it's like
weed will get you lazy
no, it's
where you
no,
don't
no, no,
wanna
no,
live?
no.
You
It
just
makes
high.
you no. It's not that. It makes you more efficient. You
Yeah.
don't waste time dropping to lower weights that you think you can do, like without hurting yourself. So you push the weight that you have in your hands, like stuff like that, or like if you add plates, like it makes you think that you can do anything.
so do you work out? This is I'm gonna simplify this right here.
All right.
So do you work out high all the time? Do you have to be high before you go work out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
I smoked before and I
All
smoke
right,
after.
so weed
Yeah,
helps you work out. Then.
it helps with the inflammation. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
CBD and the THC, it all helps with the inflammation on joints and shit. I got some what is it called? Some cream. That what do they call that in the dispensary? But
Like ointment or some shit.
yeah, it's just some pain reliever cream, but it's
Yeah.
infused with CBD and THC. And I get that extra strength shit, and it's good, man. I mean, it'll relax your muscles. If you got You
You
gotta
got something
talk.
right now?
I do.
Can I put a little bit on me? I mean,
Yeah, it's got a nice little minty flavor and shit, and
I don't want to taste
it's
it.
fast act. You ain't gonna taste it. You know. Did I say flavor?
No, yeah, you
you
said it
said
got a
flavor,
nice minty
bro.
flavor.
Well,
I
I mean,
said,
if you did taste it, it probably would flavor like that. But I mean, it smells like mint. You
oh,
know, it's
okay,
real.
okay, okay.
It's pleasure. You know, it relaxes you real good, dog. It gets down into the muscles and the CBD. It's amazing what the CBD does, the oil does to the
Yeah.
human body, man. Like dudes, I know dudes personally that have seizures and have uncontrollable tremors, and it's hard for them to speak. And then as soon as they hit a dab or something,
Yeah.
they start to slow their tremble down, and then you start to be able to hear them and understand their speech. You know what I mean? It's still there like a stutter, but it's not so much where I mean, this dude is. You cannot understand this guy if he's not a little bit high. If
Yeah.
he's not a little bit high, you gotta just hand him the joint because man, don't talk to me. He can text, but he can't talk. You know the motor functions and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what kind of disease it is, but it's a serious one, man. But at least the weed helps him cope with it enough where he can have a conversation with the person. And then I mean, people act like it makes people dumb, you know what I mean? And this dude's over here having a conversation when he couldn't have a conversation when he was sober, you know. And there's not the
Yeah.
drugs that they give him make him a zombie, you know what I mean? And you can't talk to nobody when they're over here drooling out the fucking thing, nodding off, you know. So I fucking just love marijuana, man. I've been an advocate for a long time, and I'm gonna continue to do so. And
Yeah.
if you come to you come to Chronic Conversation, you gotta be 420 friendly.
You have to, you have to. I mean, man, we got a couple of minutes left, so I'm gonna give you the opportunity that we give every guest on Chronic Conversations. You got to take a look around and try to guess how many Hennessy bottles we got in here. If you get it right, you win a prize, my dude.
He was talking about it earlier. I'm gonna give him a little bit of second. He was talking about. He was like, "Damn, did you drink all those?" And I was like, "Nah, homie, that's beans right there." I mean, I
Yeah.
helped him on a couple of them,
Yeah,
but
yeah, and but just take a good gamble. It's more than 80 bottles though.
oh yeah,
More than 80.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, you can't take all. He trying to count.
Okay, we're gonna give you 10-second countdown.
Nah, he already counted
So
them.
that's
10, 9,
fuck. I don't
8,
even know.
7, 6.
I done forgot my guess already.
You're gonna have to
There.
guess something, man.
Guess 60.
5,
Nah.
4,
You said it's more than 80.
Three.
Oh, okay, I just making sure you heard that.
Okay,
2,
I say
1.
87.
You are wrong.
Wrong.
Oh,
That's the
goddamn it.
second person to guess 87.
I can't believe that, man. How you gonna?
I don't know.
There's more than 87.
I don't know. I don't know.
You said Hennessy bottles?
Yeah.
Or liquor
Hennessy.
bottles?
No,
I
Hennessy.
said Hennessy only.
All of these Hennessy bottles over here, right
It's a lot
here.
of bottles, man. Hopefully somebody get it though. It's good that you didn't
You
get
guys
it.
are gonna have to step it up. It's
Yeah.
gonna have to get a little
It's-
bit
yeah.
higher. I'm gonna
See,
give
if you
them
had
a
asked me
hint.
before we smoked, I might have gotten it.
Nah, see?
Nah, don't be blaming it on the weed.
Oh no,
man.
we. So I mean, what do you do outside of fitness, man? What's some of the hobbies? I mean, what I don't know. You know.
I like science. Like, that's something that's real big for me because my dad raised me on that. And, this is something I want to talk about. Fucking, the Mandela Effect. You ever heard about the Mandela Effect?
Nah.
No.
I mean, a
I
little
mean,
bit. You was telling me
I
a
was,
little bit.
Yeah, I was telling
before
Frank
you
about
get
it
in.
earlier, but I
But
didn't.
Beans didn't hear nothing, so go ahead.
Yeah, like there's a theory going on. Basically, everybody there's a lot of people that think that Nelson Mandela died back in the 1980s, and they have that as a memory. Like, it's like a vivid memory. There was news reports of them, like, basically.
You talking about Nelson Mandela?
Yeah, they like in the 1980s. There's a lot of people, like millions of people, that remember a funeral happening, and like there was news reports of it and everything back in the 80s. And I remember myself when I was in middle school. We were learning about it in history, and they said that he died in prison. And now, and basically, I came to find out after hearing the news reports back in 2013 that he was alive until 2013. He died in 2013.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, he was the president of South Africa. That's something that
He died in 2013,
yeah.
and I thought he died way back in the day.
But what is
Yeah,
the effect? What is the effect?
The Mandela effect is basically people like to say that it's false memories,
I
but I
knew
don't
what
think.
Nelson
Yeah,
Mandela is. I knew
yeah.
who he is,
No,
but
but this is named after him because that false. Like people say it's false memories, but I think it's alternate memories. This theory that there's like parallel universes that actually merge together. And well, I mean, there's a lot of different theories as to why it's happening, but it happens with everything. Like Berenstain Bears. You ever heard? You remember Berenstain Bears?
the
And
books,
yeah,
yeah,
how do you remember the like? Do you remember it being spelled with the at the end Stein or Stain?
it ain't had no damn A.
That's what I'm saying, but it does now. That's the Mandela effect because so many people remember it as something else. Like one thing that tripped me out is now you remember watching Star Wars back when it first came
I
out?
don't watch no Star
No, we
Wars.
Oh well.
never know.
Well, there's this scene. The most iconic line is Luke, I am your father, and I know.
But yeah, I heard of it. That line.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Look,
Everybody knows
I
that, but
am
if you go
your
back and watch the movie,
father.
when you go back and watch the movie, it says, "No, I am your father."
Oh my.
Yeah, and it's real fucked up because when I was a kid, like my family's from Laos, so Luke means child in Laos, and my dad would always joke with me. He'd be like Luke, and I'm like, yeah, Dad, and he's like, I am your father. Yeah, I remember it because of that because it's like a play off of our own
Yeah.
language. So there's no way you can tell me that the damn line is "No, I am your father," and that's what it is in the movies. All the versions that came out, like you can go back and look
Maybe
at.
they just want to switch it up, my nigga.
Nah, this is a whole thing where it's like alternate memories. One of my friends down in Florida, I used to work with him when I worked at Netflix, and basically he's the guy that had the Star Wars themed wedding, the first one, and
Okay, let's shout out him.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guy that had the first Star Wars
Yeah.
theme wedding.
yeah, his name's Russ.
Hey,
Yeah,
Russ.
I don't know if he
Russ.
wanted to be known like that, but
Hey,
he's pretty famous from the wedding itself. But yeah, but he said that he's always remembered it as "No, I am your father."
How old is Russ?
He's I don't even know. He's
He
older
younger
than me.
than you?
He's older than me.
So that means
Yeah.
man.
No, but like he watched it. Like he's watched movies. I know he watched it way more times than me, and he's always heard it as "No, I am your father," and it trips me.
So why don't you get? Do you have a movie where it say Luke, I am your father?
No, it does not exist. That's the problem. That's the
See, but-
Mandela effect because it does not exist.
Okay, so what
in
you're
this
saying?
timeline.
So what you're saying is we remember it as it was
In a different
back
timeline.
back then, and then now it's something
Yeah,
different.
it's not back then. It's the memory altogether.
Okay, our memory is
Yeah, like-
Luke, I'm your father, and
Yeah,
then so
but that does not exist in this timeline.
so it doesn't exist in this timeline. It just exists in our memories because
Yes,
because we were living that timeline, and then now we merged to another timeline.
Yeah, like that's the whole theory about it because nobody knows about quantum mechanics and all that stuff. Like
So
I mean,
so you think somebody, you know what, somebody could have went and time traveled and fucked with some little thing, and it fucked with a bunch of other little things like the butterfly
There's a-
effect?
there's a
type
lot of
shit?
there's a lot of different theories. Like there's
That's one. That's one.
Yeah, that's one, and there's another one.
Because if you're telling me the shit is changing, you know what I mean? But it's subtle changes.
Yeah.
I mean, words,
Mhm.
words in a movie, and remembering people.
What
doing-
significance does that have? The words in the movie.
Right, like
That is the most iconic line. Like that.
yeah,
is
but
something
what?
I
but
said
what-
that in our household. We've said it over 1,000
Okay,
times. Like,
so tell me, well, I mean, it's just an alternate timeline where they're doing exactly the same thing. They're just making the exact same
Yeah,
movie,
it's
but they
like- no,
changed
it's like-
the word one
Yeah, it's
word in the movie.
because-
Like I don't understand why isn't there more?
But there's more people that remember it like
yeah, there's
you,
like,
so
there's
it's
millions.
not. Yeah,
There's
so it's not.
millions.
So
it's not just me.
so it's not like it's
Yeah.
it's never happened. You
No.
trying to say now the world trying to say it never was Luke. I am your
No,
father.
it's not
No,
that.
no.
It's just it never was in this timeline. Like look up the evidence. You can look at the scripts and stuff. It will say no, I am your father, and it's crazy as fuck. And there's another one. Do you guys remember? The comedian Sinbad, right?
Yeah,
You remember that genie movie he was in the '90s? Shazam.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shaq's movie.
That it does not exist.
What do you
What?
mean?
It's not
Shazam?
Shaq's movie. It was not Shaq's movie.
Because
It was-
wait,
it came
Shaq
out
movie
around-
was Kazam, not Shazam.
Yeah, it came out. Around
it wasn't Shaq's movie. Shaq wasn't in there.
Shaq was in
Yeah.
Kazam.
Yeah, but,
But-
you guys remember the other movie?
Yeah, I
Shazam.
remember. I remember Sinbad's movie.
Well, this shit about to
Sinbad.
blow your mind then, because that shit does not exist in this timeline.
Sinbad's movie don't exist.
It does not exist, bro. Sinbad even said, "I ain't never did no movie like that before."
What?
What? That disappeared?
Yeah, it just disappeared. Nobody can find any copies of it, no pictures of it,
Look
no
it
reference
up.
to it in the
Y'all
media.
folks look that shit up right
That
now.
shit is crazy, bro.
Cause I'm about to
The
look it up.
Mandela Effect.
A-
Please look it up. We need more
after
awareness on this shit.
after I read
We
my
need
thought
to
of the
know.
day,
Y'all look up interviews on Sinbad saying that the movie don't exist.
I'm gonna.
Cause I know he
He
got a
says it on
copy.
Twitter, bro.
He got a
On
copy.
his Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Sinbad.
No, he's on his Twitter. He's like, I ain't never did it before, but just to shut y'all
So
up, I
he
do a
don't.
movie with a genie as a genie. Like, just he's saying shit like that. It's like,
He probably
man,
got
it's
1,000
crazy.
copies of that shit in his house.
But it does not exist. You can't find it on the internet or nothing.
All right, let me get to the thought of the day. You know, as I do Frank Gotti's thought of the day. I scroll through social media. I get on Facebook and I just randomly pick one of y'all's posts to shout out and read. Could be funny, could be sad, whatever. Today, how would you say this name right here? Danna.
Danna.
Donna.
There's no O in there though. It's
It doesn't have to be.
Dana.
Dana.
I think it sounds like Dana.
Hey, I'm sorry, girl, if I'm messing up your name. But I'm just gonna, you if you posted this and you hear it, you probably know who it is. All right. Praying for your friends is so important because sometimes they fight battles they never speak to you about. Make sure they're covered. That's pretty good wisdom
Yeah,
or
I
words
like
right
that.
there for people. You know, you can see people kind of struggling, and it's good to just reach out to them. And I don't know if you're spiritual and you believe in that, go ahead and pray for them. You know, and if you don't believe in that, then go ahead and reach out and give them something. I don't know, fucking give them your time, give them a little bit of money, help them out a little bit. Shit.
Just be a friend.
Yeah, be there. You know, fucking talk about whatever the fuck.
That's real.
All
That's
right,
real.
so shout out to Dana.
Maybe it's Deanna.
Deanna. I think it's Deanna.
Possible.
Yeah, because I think she's just trying to fool people on the internet. Deanna. Diana.
What a theory. What you think about the Super Bowl, Don?
Oh,
Man, oh my God, don't
it's a
even-
Falcons fan over
yeah,
here.
I've been a Falcons fan since I was in second grade, dude.
You went to a game this year, didn't
Who was
you?
they?
Yeah,
Who
I
was
went to
they?
the-
Who was they quarterback when you was in second grade?
I don't even know. Like, actually, I don't keep up with football that much. But when the Falcons on, I play.
Oh.
That's the kind of fan I am. Like, I'll be loyal regardless if they win or lose, just because I know.
So
they're my
if
team.
they wasn't in the Super Bowl, you wouldn't
Hey.
have known their record.
Hey, but
Huh?
tell me this.
I look it up every like
Uh-oh.
I refresh my memory.
You went
but
to
it's
a
like,
game this year.
Hmm?
You went to a
Yeah,
game this year,
I went
right?
to Tampa Bay versus Falcons game.
Yeah, in Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah,
And they won, right? The
yeah,
Falcons.
Yeah, of course
But
they won. It was
didn't the Raiders beat the Falcons this year?
That's a shock, cause you know he a Raiders
Hey,
fan.
a loss is a loss, but if you make it to the
Hey,
Super
if
Bowl,
that was a
you-
Super Bowl
it was,
game,
it was a
homie.
good loss. I mean, man, they lost. I mean, they made it to the Super Bowl. I'm happy about
Hey,
that.
shout out to that. You know,
yeah, they
'cause-
made it to the fucking Super Bowl. They try year after year. They play among the top teams and fucking.
Hey, but we was
They made it
talking
to
about
Super
that
Bowl.
earlier. You know what I mean? But we're kind of running short on time. We got 2 minutes left, man. So we can't get into depth on the NFL thing. But we got NFL insiders and we got NFL information, and we can get into NFL politics for minutes over here in the 620 studios. So. It's running down. We're gonna do the shout outs. Donnie, if you want to shout out anybody out there in the world, shout them out right now. Shout out whatever, you're sponsoring. I don't know. You're doing your own thing. Sponsor yourself. Shout out yourself.
Yeah, I'm basically just sponsoring myself. I'm trying to just help people with their lives and just, if anybody want to talk to people that I have actually affected, you could talk to my wife or whatever. And
How did they reach you, man?
huh?
How did they reach out to you?
They can reach me at my email. It's dopefitness@gmail.com. It's DHOPEFI